Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for the Walking Dead universe, and in today's video, we're going to be doing another discussion topic video for the Walking Dead. With all these new spin-off shows coming out, we're going to talk about how the Walking Dead should have never ended. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for the Walking Dead universe, and in today's video, we're going to be going over a discussion topic video for today. This one, we're going to title it, Why the Walking Dead Should Have Never Ended. So, I've been wanting to do this video for a little while, and in particular after the brand new information that we learned this week about upcoming unannounced Walking Dead spin-offs that are going to be happening. Apparently, there are 3 more Walking Dead shows that are coming up in the franchise. One is called More Tales of the Walking Dead, and the other 2 are unknown as of right now. Now, after yesterday's video, I had a lot of comments from a lot of you guys. A lot of people are very upset about how many spin-offs Walking Dead is doing. Some people are happy about it. Some people are not so happy about it. It's a very divided thing. Some people are happy that the franchise is expanding and they don't really care what kind of quality they get. And the others are more so like, okay, this is a lot. Like, this is a lot of spin-offs. Like, you know, I love The Walking Dead, but this is a lot of spin-offs. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where I'm at. Now, I had a few people that wanted me to go ahead and do this video, in particular a buddy of mine who wanted me to do this video, which is why The Walking Dead should have never ended in the first place. Because when they ended the original Walking Dead, they announced that they would be doing a Daryl Dixon series, right? And then a few months later, they announced that they would be doing a Maggie and Negan spinoff. And it's like, oh, okay, all right, so like 2 spinoffs, you know, maybe a couple seasons for both. That's all right, that's totally fine. Then they announced The Ones Who Live, which is the Rick and Michonne series, which you need that because there's, you know, story elements in there that we haven't seen yet. So we need that spinoff more than any of them, I would say. And now we have a rumored Aaron and Gabriel spinoff. We now have another untitled series that we don't know anything about yet. There's another show called More Tales of the Walking Dead that they're announcing, and they're consistently using Walking Dead characters. Think about it. You've got Rick, you've got Michonne, you've got Daryl, Maggie, Negan, now Aaron, potentially Gabriel. This is not a conclusion. The Walking Dead is far from over. And trust me, I don't mean that as a bad thing. I'm very happy that the characters are here. I'm loving Dead City so far. Hopefully Daryl's show will be good too. You know, this has nothing to do with the quality of the shows, and I want to make that clear. This is simply me saying that they should have found a way to make this one show, okay? And this is why I'm saying that, is because what The Walking Dead, and if you're not aware, I will inform you now, AMC a few years ago canceled The Walking Dead. That is confirmed. That is something that happened. In 2020, AMC told them, wrap it up. Season 12, you're not getting that. We're going to extend you for season 11. We'll give you more episodes, and you're going to end it there. You know what I mean? And they had the task of doing that. And we've heard that too because actors have told us that apparently they had to rush an ending out. There was more story that they were going to do, but they had to rush out an ending for The Walking Dead, which, as amazing as Walking Dead Season 11 had, at least in certain episodes, you could definitely feel the rushed product. You definitely could feel how rushed the ending of The Walking Dead was, which is something that I've talked about many times. The ending of The Walking Dead is very, very rushed. There's just no way around it. But, you know, we now have all these spin-offs, we now have all these shows, and practically every main character is getting a spin-off, you know what I mean? So, in my opinion, Walking Dead should have never ended. Now, I know you may say, well, Dan, how do you do that necessarily if AMC is shutting them down and told them to stop after season 11? All you have to do, and it's really, really simple, all you have to do is put all of these characters together in one show and call it a sequel show, you know what I mean? And end it with 1, 2, maybe 3 more seasons and explore some of these plots. You know what I mean? You want to do a Croat plot? You can go ahead and do that. You want to go ahead and do a CRM storyline with Major General Beale? You can go ahead and do that. There are ways to make that happen. There are ways to make that happen in one show. You know what I mean? Not these little shows in different areas, because at that point, it's getting difficult for the fan base to keep up, right? And that's the point I want to make here. There's a lot of people that are saying, I love The Walking Dead. I've grown up with it, etc., such as myself, but it's getting to a point now where with more shows that are going to be announced here soon, with Aaron and Gabriel potentially getting a show, in addition to the 3 shows that we have, and the other ones that are yet to be announced. It's getting to a point where some fans are getting overwhelmed, and I'm speaking for the fan base here because I've heard this a lot in my comment sections, that some people are happy and they just want everything Walking Dead. You know, it's like, I don't care how many shows we get, I want it. I'm hungry for Walking Dead, if you will, you know, which I can understand that, absolutely. And to an extent, I am, you know what I mean? To an extent, I want to see the Rick and Michonne spinoff. I cannot wait for that show. I cannot wait to see Dead City Season 2. I can't wait to see what they got for that, you know? Like, these spinoffs, I am excited, and I want to make sure I specify that, but should the main show have done this and ended and then done, like, millions, practically, of spinoffs? No, they shouldn't have, because now the characters are all split up. Now there's so many shows to keep up with, and all these shows are going to tie into each other, so you have to watch all of these spinoffs at one point or another. And that's not a way to do entertainment. It's not. Marvel does it, and I can't keep up with Marvel. There's a reason why we don't review everything Marvel on this channel, because there's so much Marvel and everything connects in some sort of way that you have to watch millions and millions of shows and movies and etc., you know? And Walking Dead is turning into that, unfortunately. It's turning into, you gotta watch this show with this character. Oh, but that connects to this show with this character in this timeline. Oh, this spinoff right here, this connects to this spinoff, and this spinoff goes into this spinoff. And, like, hear that, guys. Like, honestly, listen to the way that sounds. That sounds ridiculous, you know? It's like, this spinoff goes into this spinoff, and oh, but this timeline doesn't connect necessarily to this spinoff, so you gotta do this spinoff first and then watch this spinoff. Like, no, you've lost a lot of people at that point. You should have done a sequel Walking Dead show with all of these storylines with the characters together. You know what I mean? And I know people would say, well, it's technically not an ending at that point if they put everybody in the same show. This isn't an ending. This is the same exact thing, just separate shows. You know what I mean? Which are all going to connect together anyway, so you might as well do a sequel show. Like, I don't know. That's just my opinions on it. I figured I would address this for a video. The Walking Dead, I love the main show. I love what they were doing with Dead City. I'm excited for the spinoff, so I want to make sure you guys know that. I'm not bashing on it whatsoever. I'm just a little bit of a concerned fan right now, and especially hearing your guys' feedback over the last couple days. And some people saying, like, oh my god, how am I going to get time to watch Dead City? You know, maybe an Aaron show, Daryl Dixon, Rick and Michonne, you know, more Tales, and then there's also the Tales of the Walking Dead. Like, you know, it's getting to a point now where, and there might be Fear spinoffs too, like, we don't know, you know, it's getting to a point where there's so many shows to keep up with that you physically have to, you gotta do something. You gotta have a connection here somewhere, because it's getting to the point where, again, do I love Walking Dead? Yes, I love The Walking Dead. I love that they're doing these shows. I love that we're not just sitting here with no Walking Dead content. Trust me. You know, I know a lot of people would say, like, well, you know, we could have nothing. Absolutely. But at the same time, I would much rather a put together story than watching several spin-offs in different timelines and wondering when all of these are going to connect. I miss the days where, and maybe I'm just overly simple, but I miss the days when you had one cohesive group at, like, for example, the farm, you know what I mean? And you had one group, one storyline, one threat, and one timeline. That's it, you know what I mean? And that story, Walking Dead Season 2, it worked so good because it was just one story, because it was just a one group of characters in one timeline. They would tell flashbacks every once in a while, but for the most part, you're stuck in one story, one group of characters. And, you know, some people might say, well, it's nice to see France, and it's nice to see New York, and it's nice to see some of this stuff. Look, I agree. I love seeing those locations, but I miss the days when The Walking Dead was one full story with one group of characters, and it was them against the world. Now, it's the world, you know? Which, again, I get expanding a franchise. I get, you know, you want to be different. But when it's getting to this show connects to this show, this timeline, oh, not necessarily caught up to this show's timeline, so we can't do that. This spinoff might connect to this spinoff. When is this character going to see this character? When is Rick going to get home? Like, it's a friggin' mess, guys. It's a friggin' mess. So I hope they clean it up a little bit. I hope that these spinoffs can somehow merge here at some point, because until then, I'm going to say what I'm saying here. The Walking Dead should have never ended. It should have just had a sequel show that combined these stories together somehow, because this No, it doesn't work. It does not work. And unfortunately, there are a lot of Walking Dead fans that are getting scared off now, you know? And that's unfortunate. A real fan like me is going to stick around and watch everything, but some people are not going to do that. You know what I mean? Some people don't have the time to watch 10 different spin-offs. It just doesn't work for everybody. So there you go. So Gimple, if there's a chance you're seeing this, fix your shit, because now people are starting to get a little overwhelmed. So there you go. If you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the subscribe button to not miss any other videos of the Walking Dead universe. Make sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos of the Walking Dead universe. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.